Welcome, welcome, and I'm excited to paint this dragonfly with you. So what you're gonna do is you're gonna have your card. Now you're gonna fold it in half. You can do it like this, or you can do it like this. Totally up to you. Or you can just put it and frame it and not give it away as a card. Totally your choice. I do suggest that you put it down on the table to paint. I'm only doing it like this so I can film and teach, because otherwise if you do it vertical, they're watercolors, it can tend to drip. So it's safer if you put it down on the table as you're doing this. Now you will also get your watercolor kit. Yours will be a lot cleaner than mine. If any of you know me, you know neat is not my thing when I'm creating art. You're gonna get this really chintzy, cruddy brush that comes with this little kit. You know what you do with this brush? Chuck it. Bye. Don't use that brush. You're gonna get two other brushes that are gonna work much better for you. You're gonna get a really small brush and you're gonna get a medium fuzzy brush, which I call Mr. Fuzzy. So what we're gonna do to start off with is we need to get your watercolor wet. So dip it in the water using your small brush. Get your green a little bit wet. And I have this on this side of the card so that way I can teach on this side of the card. So you can kind of see what we're doing and you can see progress as I teach or as you learn. So we're going to dip our little brush in the green. We're going to draw that first blade of grass that dragonfly is going to be on. Now it might take a couple swipes to kind of get the whole thing the way we want. That's perfectly okay. Take your time. Have fun with it. Don't forget to breathe. And just go on and fill it as needed. And when it comes to watercolors, it's not going to be like a solid color. You're going to have different levels of light and dark on your watercolor. And that is just the nature of it. And it's beautiful that way. So here's a nice little piece of grass that comes out a little bit further. Now I'm going to do the middle one. You just kind of go with the flow. Ta-da! And what I like to do, I like to get a little smudgy. I like to smudge things. So I'm going to smudge this just a little bit. Kind of give it that real smudge look. And you can do however you want. It's up to you if you like that smudge look or not. I just happen to like it. Gives it a little more of that watercolor feel, I think. But again, totally up to you. Now, next thing you're gonna do with your small brush is you're gonna make your yellow a little wet. So grab some water, put it in your yellow, and we're gonna do just a little bit of yellow highlight here and there on the blades of grass, just to kind of give it a little more oomph. So if you want a little more oomph of color in there, by all means, add some yellow. Now, for another oomph of color, you're going to use your small brush again. Grab just a little bit of purple and do it on the top layer of your grass. If you want a little bit more oomph. Just to give it a little more whimsical color even. So, we have our grass now. The next step is the dragonfly. Don't worry, you got this, I got you. We're gonna rock this. You're gonna do amazing. So, now we're gonna take our small brush, make sure our black has a little bit of water in it. And we're gonna draw, here's the head, boop, just a little circle. And then he's got like a long oval body to start with. And again, this is watercolor. Don't expect it to be exactly perfect. That's the beauty of it. Okay, here we go. And then, so we got the oval part of his body. And then we go boop. And they're almost like little ovals continuing down. But just put your brush on there, push a little bit, and you'll notice that it will make almost like a little oval just by doing that. Just take your brush, put it on there, push it a little bit, oomph, boom. So then you got your dragonfly. So there's the body of the dragonfly. Let's see, let me move that a little bit better. So there's your body of your dragonfly. Next are the wings. We do not want the wings perfect because they're going to be just a little more abstract again. So see how it's almost like a teardrop shape? So there's one teardrop shape for the top of the wing. Here's for the bottom. Now see how they come together right here on the body? They almost V. If you look at the wings, they almost V. So keep that in mind. Now, there's also like a line that comes in. Very, very faint lines. And that's just to kind of show that there's a little bit of lines through the wings. Again, they're just ever so slight. Just a little bit of wings, because we're going to add a lot of color to this. So now we have that. Now we got to put legs. Put little legs. I only did 3 little legs for my dragonfly. And then he's got these nice little long antennas. Zoop, 1, 2. Now here comes the fun part. This is my favorite part, is the color on the card. So we're going to take Mr. Fuzzy. Make sure he's got some water on him. Add quite a bit of water to your blue because we want it really, really thinned out. And what I like to do is, see how I'm dabbing? Dabbing all around, but look at this. Then I'm smudging. So do like a tap smudge. And do it around the dragonfly, around the grass. It's okay to have some open space as well, here and there. So you don't have to, there's okay to have some white in there. That's part of the character of watercolor. So I'm going to add a little more blue. If you don't like getting your hands dirty, you can always use gloves. But I like to use my hands and just kind of get in there, get hands on, get your hands a little dirty. And I think it comes out beautiful that way. Now see, this time this blue came out a little bit darker, so I didn't have as much water in my blue, so it came out a little bit darker on this card. So it's up to you, like your personal preference on what you like. So I got a little more blue right in through here. And you can actually add it anywhere else that you want. And now, dun dun dun, the dragonfly colors, the wings. So now I'm going to work on the purple. So wash your brush off, big old Mr. Fuzzy. And I'm going to start in with purple. And we do not want to stay in the lines. I know, CD people, you love me when I bring you past your safety zone. So we're going to dab away. And I really didn't wash my brush at this point. But next is the water. We're going to put a little bit of water in our red. And what I do is I get a little messy. And I take my red. And I want to make it more of a pink. So I'm actually taking some of that red, putting it in my white. And what I can do is I just wash it out after when I'm done. And it turns back to regular white. And then I add and add and add all the pink I want in there as well. And what I do is Oh, this is a different angle here. I'm trying to get the angles. The more of a dabbing technique you do, the more you're going to get more of those like bubbles, so to speak. So it's up to you. You can go light, you can go dark, you can go any color you want. You can do all purple. See, I'm kind of playing around with it. It's really the colors that you are looking for. Then what I do is I go back, once I'm done playing with my colors, I go back in with the black and I kind of retrace some of those dragonfly wing outlines. So that way you can still see it. And then the next step we're gonna do is again the splatter. So add a lot of water to my purple, and then I flick and flick away, and it will add all these nice random dots for you. So that's totally up to you how you want to do it. You can do it different colors, you can do yellows, you can do different color backgrounds. 100% up to you. And I just want to say thank you for joining. And if you have any questions, please feel free to message me. I'll be more than happy to help you out. Thank you.